Think Big Ten football is about to happen? Jonesing for it? Consider this. Over the past month, COVID cases jumped 46%. The number of people in hospitals and intensive care units is way up. That's from Johns Hopkins. The Big Ten planning to kick off its season Friday and then big on Saturday. The conference delayed it almost 2 months, but even now it's still raising concerns in college towns around and about. Mayors of the Big Ten's 11 cities just sent a letter to the conference urging the Big Ten to take more steps to protect those communities. They say they're worried about tailgating and the rest. They'd go hand in hand with college football. But we're seeing what's happening in other conferences, the outbreaks and the canceled games. We see cases in Big Ten states surging. New Jersey, Wisconsin, Illinois, Minnesota, Ohio, Michigan, Nebraska, all COVID rising. And there's no wiggle room in the Big Ten's football schedule. Very little room for error. So can they pull this off safely? NBC's Sam Brock live tonight with the Big Ten's plans to get back on the field. Sam?
Shep, it's good to be with you. Certainly the Big Ten does feel like they can pull this off safely if they have daily rigorous testing, which is part of the plans, and no fans in the stadiums. The University of Michigan plays in the Big House. It is aptly named because it can host about 110,000 people there.
Copy.
The only people, Shep, that are going to be in that stadium on game day are the teams and their family members, and that is it. But what you cannot control is what people are doing outside of the stadiums, be it at bars, restaurants, tailgating. You mentioned it a second ago, Shepard. That is why you see mayors from these college towns affected reaching out to the Big Ten and saying, look, we understand it's important that you're looking at positivity rates for your team, even on your school campuses. You need to be looking at the even bigger picture. To quote this letter, an excerpt, we ask that you work with local and county health officials in these communities to define a population positivity rate where hosting a football game that would bring increased activity into the community is no longer safe to do. Bottom line, they're saying create a metric, not just within your orbits, but within the larger communities that are surging right now with COVID to make sure we are not playing football games when it's dangerous to do so. And as we talk about what's going on college campuses right now, Shep, the University of Michigan has just instituted a 14-day shelter-in-place order, which affects undergraduate students who are living on campus, near campus, by campus. They are not supposed to be leaving their residences unless it's medically necessary or they need food. And here's where the perfect storm comes into effect. Michigan is going to be hosting Michigan State for a rivalry game in Ann Arbor on Halloween Day. And those students are being asked, Shep, to respect this order that's in place, to not congregate outside, and to be careful with the spread of COVID. This is going to be a major test for the Big Ten and for college football to see if they can pull it off.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.